building the barricade with whatever's at hand. Another night of street fighting in Istanbul. The police just a few yards down the road. The protesters were goading them and lobbing back the tear gas canisters. This was a game, but a dangerous one.
The air is thick with tear gas now, but that's not deterring the protesters. They're bringing their barricades down towards the police, who are still shooting tear gas, even now in the night.
And at that point, tear gas engulfed the protesters and they fled. Scarves and paper face masks were inadequate. It was unbearable without a proper gas mask. Some were overcome by the fumes. Several hundred had been injured. One reported killed, and more than 1,000 arrested. Not everyone was well prepared for battle, nor entirely clear about their aims.
We are not terrorists, we are not hooligans, we are just living normal people in Turkey, and our Prime Minister is ignoring us.
It's a huge movement that nobody thinks about it because we're oppressed, and now they're oppressing us. That's
You're
our
not
reaction.
oppressed. You live in a democracy.
Come on, come on.
A mosque became a makeshift clinic. Tear gas inhalation is the most common problem, but some people were hit by canisters. The protesters commandeered a digger that the police had been using to dismantle barricades. This was their prize, the victory of the night. By the light of day, the police reclaimed their excavator. The protesters' flag still attached. Today, the Turkish president seemed to be appeasing the protesters.
Peaceful demonstrations are part of a democracy. That's how I see the events of the past few days. And I would like to say, messages that have been sent in good faith have been received. When the time comes, what needs to be done will be done. And I'm sure you've all already seen signs pointing to that.
But it's good cop, bad cop. The more powerful Prime Minister said he didn't understand the message and blamed his political opponents for misleading wayward youth.
They may have tricked them into the rebellion. The extremists may have done that as well. They have networks in every city.
They gathered in Gezi Park again this afternoon. If Prime Minister Erdgoan dropped his plan to turn it into a shopping mall, the trigger for the protests, many people here would go home. But he says he won't. And now he's gone abroad on a 4-day trip to show just how little he cares. Lindsey Hilsum, Channel 4 News, Istanbul.